I got completely swooped away by midterms all the way into finals. I cannot wrap my head around where the time went, what I was doing. It's almost like I've been functioning off of pure adrenaline or something of that nature, checking things off lists and not enjoying any part of the process. This video comes at a very opportune time, the new year, where I find myself reflecting for the first time in months on how I feel about my life, where I stand concerning my goals. Usually I make the time for constant reflection throughout the year. My journal has always been such an important thing for me, yet I have maybe used her twice this past sem. I definitely lost myself this year in the busyness of life and in my inability to compartmentalize and function as a balanced human, but I do feel I'm experiencing a turning point, so it's looking up. Whoa. Made it to Chicago. We just got to Chicago. We're spending a day here before we go to visit our grandparents. So we're just gonna do some exploring. It's raining, so not the best, but we're gonna go to Sweetgreen. Anytime we come to the US, this is what we have to do. Why is my hair a poof ball?
Please go eat tricks.
Let's go eat.
Into Sweetgreen! Okay, so I wore them in every— This way! I know.
Sweetgreen was amazing. No surprise. I got.
Fuck.
Mila dropped her brush. Got Health Aid kombucha, passion fruit tangerine. First time trying.
Brush.
Now we're going back out. I just put on a hoodie because it is so effing cold. And we're gonna walk around. What is it, Mom Division?
Armitage and Halston. How about this, Mila? Yeah, let me get one without the plastic. Good idea. It's bended, so it's like.
Going to Chicago with my mom and my sister was meant to be a break, yet I was unable to disconnect and enjoy most of it because I was so preoccupied with school, with getting my readings done and starting papers, finishing papers. We're at La Colombe for the coffee matcha because it is, oh, I was on that. It's boring. Thank you. Apparently this is,
Yeah.
open all your videos. Alright, welcome to Sunny Vlogs. Why do people do that?
I don't.
Okay, I got my matcha taste test. Oh my god, my throat is on fire. I can't even taste my matcha. My throat is on fire. Mila's getting these, and I'm obsessed. What? Please. Can you put my like one?
I like it down too, but there's times where we had this conversation.
Getting ready. Actually, I just didn't take off my clothes. We were chilling. Now we're going to dinner. Gonna grab dinner and have a chill night. I feel like we're all exhausted. This jacket by Sandro is my new obsession. This year has shown me how desperately balance needs to figure at the top of my goals list and beyond that I need to find ways of coping with my anxiety so that I am not a monster to those I love. That said, it was still a nice trip. It was nice to just be with my family, even though I wasn't in the best space. We're walking around, I don't know what the name of this area, going into galleries and interior design spots. Now we're going into haute living. Yeah, just shopping around before we leave. My grandparents live a short commute away from Chicago, so we trained to them one afternoon. I always feel such extreme nostalgia coming here because Mila and I have shared so many memories visiting throughout the years. Being here, yet not really being here, having my mind live elsewhere was very telling, and I knew it was telling, but I chose not to check in with myself, even though I most definitely should have. That's a very unfortunate decision I made. got home from Wisconsin and I was in grind mode for 4 weeks, barely doing anything except for work. Apart from the exceptional outing, in this case for Henry's birthday, these are the moments that kept me afloat. Good evening. Got ready for dinner. We have Dale 1961, as always, Onitsuka. So freaking gorgeous, the silhouette, and then it's open. Bye. Gonna have a little birthday dinner and watch the finale of True Detective. I've been wanting to try this place for so long. I tried to be a balancer and totally, utterly failed. It's been a rough week. We're starting anew. I have been getting matcha at this place called Shaka Vibes, because they do pistachio matcha, which I love. So we're getting that right now. So aesthetic on the highway. Many days would start out well with an early wake up, ritual, matcha, and a sauna session before sitting down to work. However, my entire day would shift towards desk work after that, so much so that I found myself looking forward to mornings as like my sole escape. Simply put, school got the best of me. I'm officially pale as day. It's winter. Been MIA. I was sick for an entire week and it was just not very cute. I've been very sick, so now I feel back to almost 100%, so we're back. I've been reading Mrs. Dalloway all morning. I read it last year for another class, so it's already annotated, which makes the reading way easier, and it kind of feels like I'm like remembering as I'm reading. And I'm writing 2 of my final essays for the class I'm reading it for on it because I love it. I'm writing a fictional autobiography from Mrs. Dalloway's point of view, which is one of the essays, because I feel like her mind, and just the fact that it's like stream of consciousness, Virginia Woolf, there is so much material on like interiority, consciousness. It's a fun book to do that sort of exercise with. And then I'm also gonna write my final paper on, I believe, Mrs. Dalloway and why it's Sargasso Sea, which I haven't read yet, but I'm gonna choose the prompt about marriage plots because I'm very interested in that and I love talking about that. Lots of reading, lots of work. These are the final 4 weeks of school, so much to do. Going to Toronto was a nice escape, although I mostly spent my time working. This was quite literally my outfit all weekend. This date night was another favorite moment of November. Such a good date spot in Toronto.
Hi there.
It's like ice cream.
It's like a milkshake.
The show that we watched this summer.
And that was most of November and December for me, trailing on the way to what felt like nowhere, but was definitely somewhere. I'm not really sure where yet, but that is what the break is for. Realizing what needs to change and putting your best foot forward. I never thought I'd be the type of person that would realize how bad things were so retrospectively. I've always prided myself on being quite in touch with myself, and I don't know how I got so estranged from myself, but I'm I'm really excited to move into the new year knowing these things about myself, knowing what I need and what I want. Mostly what I need though. Thank you for sticking around this year. I am so excited for 2025. Yeah, stay tuned. Love you.